A centennial story from the Portland Clinic. In retirement, Mike Schwab finally has some time on his hands. Finally, time for family, gardening, travel, even enough time to work on his 1931 Chevrolet, the deluxe touring sedan he's wanted to restore for years. The old car is likely to receive the same devotion and attention to detail Mike exhibited during his 42-year run at Oregon's oldest private multidiscipline medical clinic. The Portland Clinic was still operating out of an old hotel when Mike signed on as its assistant administrator, 1 year before the clinic broke ground for its sparkling new downtown headquarters.
Once the building was completed, there was a lot of celebration. And one of the doctors says, well, we're done, now we can relax. And I had just gotten there and I thought, relax? I think it's time to get going. You got a good thing started here, let's keep it going.
Keep it going? An understatement. The Portland Clinic growing from one downtown building to 7 branch locations, Mike Schwab becoming CEO and recognizing that patients wanted easier access to health care.
More and more people wanted it locally. They wanted it to be more convenient. And so we saw the opportunity, we saw it in spades when we opened up Beaverton in our south office, how people just flocked to those locations.
In taking medical services directly to patients' communities, the Portland Clinic grew from 20 doctors to more than 100, working in multi-specialties and primary care with support staff of more than 500. And as the delivery of healthcare changed nationally in many ways over the years, so the Portland Clinic arrived at its own innovations. Among them, the opening of Oregon's first day surgery center in 1984.
It got busy very quickly, and the doctors loved having it. The patients absolutely loved it.
So much so that in the years ahead, a second day surgery center was opened in Tigard, adjacent to the branch which today bears Mike Schwab's name. It was his leadership which also led to such innovations as urgent care and convenient walk-in hours at Portland Clinic locations. Mike says there were ups and a few downs running one of the largest independent medical clinics in the region, but while on average clinic administrators are on the job only about 6 years, he was with the Portland Clinic for more than 4 decades, nearly half the clinic's life. Maybe that had something to do with Mike being a Portland Clinic patient himself when he was only 6 years old.
When I took the job, I was honored. I felt honored, and I treated that with respect, and I wanted it to grow to be able to satisfy more people in the Portland market. And so that was why we pushed it to grow.
And so you might find Mike Schwab today satisfied to spend time restoring his classic car, while also knowing he's still only a short drive away from the major healthcare organization he helped build.
It gives me a great deal of pride to have been part of the Portland Clinic and its development. I would never in 100 years have guessed back in the early days that I'd ever have that opportunity.